When you think about us, you think about love. You think about laughter till it hurts. You think of ambition always winning after mixing faith with work. You think about family that's real, producing joy that you can feel. You think about all the things that come together and make life feel surreal. We are a family, one solid team, spreading love both far and wide. We are a family, the Parker Peeps, moving one day at a time. Welcome to the family.
Hi, Parker Peeps.
Good job. Stop touching stuff. Get out. Get out.
Hey, Parker Peeps. Hey, Parker Peeps. Welcome back to another video with Keeping Up with the Parkers. If you are new to the channel, I need you to hit that subscribe button right now and give this video a big thumbs up. Today's video is a little different. We're going to be talking about Turo. So if you don't know what Turo is a renting company that allows you to rent out your cars to different people for an affordable price. And so my husband and I just started our Turo. It's been about a month and a half now that we started, and we're going to be talking to you about that today. We're actually getting ready to go to the airport to drop off his car because he have a client that's picking it up today. If you ever thought about it, if you are wanting to start Turo but you have some questions, or if you know somebody who have a desire to start Turo on their own, if you have any questions about it, drop them down below and we will answer them in our next video. So first things first, we are getting ready to get the car clean. So we're here at the car wash right now. I was about to say wash car. So we're here at the car wash right now getting ready to get the car clean. We're gonna vacuum the car, and then he already put gas in it, so then we're gonna head to the airport right after this. Just finished getting the car washed. We got both cars washed actually, because it's like, why not just do it while we're here? So I got my car clean. Babe got his car clean, and now we're heading to the airport.
Ready to jump?
No, we're not gonna jump today, baby. Okay, you went yesterday. We took you jumping yesterday. We're not gonna go right now.
You don't want to?
Not right now. Okay.
Parker Peeps, Parker Peeps, Parker Peeps. Honestly, I hate this airport so much.
Right.
But it's the only option that we have based on where we live. So, this time we are not traveling. We are supporting travelers through Turo. So Turo is an app that I jumped on. Well, we've used Turo for years, honestly. Because it's a cool way, a cheap way, a hassle-free way to rent what you want to rent from a vehicle standpoint, and just do what you got to do without a whole bunch of restrictions and insurance requirements. And I don't know, like, renting cars has always been a humongous headache.
That's right.
Has been a humongous headache, and
yeah, going through rental companies and stuff.
They were trying to tell you what you have to get, and you're trying to figure out what you really have to get and what you don't have to get. It's all just dumb. So Turo came out, and essentially what Turo is it's an app that allows you to rent someone else's vehicle without the third party in between. So essentially, I own a car, I'm not using it, it's in good shape, I rent it to you via the Turo app. And that's exactly what Turo is. So I think for us, when we found out that she was pregnant, I think we've been thinking about we've been thinking about
to do it for some time now.
Turo for some time, because we're just in the mindset now as adults that if I have an asset, it should be producing. If it can produce income, it should be producing income. And so we thought about it because we thought about it because I'm working from home primarily. Darnisha's now also working from home primarily. Having 2 kids now, there's not a lot that we're doing where we need multiple cars. Typically, if we going together, or one person is going and the other staying home with the kids. So that was one reason. And then the second reason was my car is too small for all these humans that we have. I am a sports car fanatic, and so I got a nice cute little coupe that worked when we had 1 kid but does not work now that we have 2. So on top of just wanting to make sure my assets make money, I need another vehicle. I need one bigger than what I have, and I don't want to pay for it. So if my current car can pay for my next car, that's what we're doing. Now it's hard because I am very emotionally attached to my vehicles. So just dropping it off for some face on an app to come pick it up is extremely stressful. It is not for the faint of heart. I'm not gonna make it seem like it's easy, but
yeah, I know that part is a challenge.
Yes, that is a real challenge.
In order to get where you want to go, you definitely have to make some sacrifices.
Right.
And that is a huge sacrifice.
Right. For anybody that wants to get into Turo, the first thing that I was told is you got to get over the emotional connection to your car.
Yeah.
You just have to. We're doing good. This is the fourth. This is the 4th rental.
So it's been a month.
It's been a month, and it's been out. I put it up, and I think about a week and a half after I put it up is when I got the first booking, and then they have been pretty consistent.
Now, did you have to do anything to get a booking? Did you have to do any advertisement or anything?
No.
So Turo set that up for you. That's the good part about it. You don't have to do no advertising for people to rent your car. They do that for you.
Yep. You just create a profile, take pictures, and state where you are allowing people to either pick it up or where you're willing to drop it off. And you set your pricing for all of that as well. And then let the magic happen.
Now, once you take the car, well, how do you prepare the car for someone to rent it out?
They give you all of these,
because you have to do all of those things on your own. Like, you don't have a company that does that for you.
They give you this checklist of what they recommend you clean and what you should clean it with. It's a pretty in-depth training on like the difference between cleaning and disinfecting.
So you have to go through a training?
Yes, you have to go through an orientation rather, which is about 45 minutes long maybe. And it tells you all of the things, where to drop off at airports, how to clean your car, what to do if an emergency happens, what to do if somebody crashes it, what to do if this, that, and the other. For about 45 minutes. And they also pair you up with a Turo like rep. So you have somebody for all of the days if you got questions that you just can't find the answers to. But it's really simple. You clean the hot spots, so the gear shift, the wheel, the door handles, seatbelt holders, the things that people are going to touch very frequently. And then disinfecting and cleaning and making sure it smells good. Like, all of that stuff is not a requirement, but it's a very strong recommendation, because if people leave a review that says this car was super clean, it smelled really well, I was super comfortable when I got into it, the likelihood of people renting it more and more and more is higher. Now, I've had a Turo every now and then when, like, I remember, look at the Lord. I remember when we didn't have a vehicle at all. And so Darnisha and I had to Turo vehicles every week for a minute.
Yeah.
If we couldn't just figure out how to live life without Turoing. And at that time, you just need something that's going to get you from A to B. And I got a little $10, $15 Honda Accord.
Them cars that be $20.
Them people ain't clean and disinfect nothing. So it really is just depending upon what kind of reputation you want your car to have.
Yeah. So honestly, you can, for the person who wants to rent a car on Turo, you can rent a car for $15, $20 a day, all the way up to $200 a day,
Yeah, I've seen
or
them
even more than that.
You got Lamborghinis on
Yeah. So, like, as far as pricing, how does that work when it comes to pricing your car?
there. So right now, I am allowing Turo to set pricing for me, which isn't the most aggressive, but it is the smartest thing to do right now, because I don't really know. I haven't studied this. I don't really know how pricing and things like that work. And in order for me to take control of pricing 100%, I mean, I can do it at any point, but I need to be knowledgeable for it to work. So right now, Turo takes all of the details. It takes where my car is located, how many miles are on my car, what year, make, and model my car is, what's trending as far as what people are renting, and it sets the price for me, and it changes it as often as it needs to change. So that's pretty cool, because, and it's pretty decent. I think right now that car goes somewhere between $65 and like $80 a day, based on Turo's pricing. So like they automatically jacked it up this week because it's 4th of July. So I kind of like it like that. I think if you are very aggressive and you got real aggressive intentions for the income from this, then yeah, study the market, look at what everybody's doing, play around with your pricing, see what works, see what doesn't.
I think it's also good too, because one, we're just starting out, and you want to make sure you're building that portfolio where like you have reviews and stuff, so that people can see that like you about your business and this is a really good, reliable car. And then in the long run, you can up your price, and then people see your reviews and stuff, and they're like, yeah, I want to rent this car.
Yeah, so that's a good point. They have a super host, what do you call it, like label, which is pretty much like being verified on social media. And in order to get that, you have to have a total of 10 rentals, 10 5-star reviews, 10 different little buckets that need to happen. And so allowing Turo to set my pricing and kind of like going with the flow, being competitive but also reasonable, is going to allow me to get to that super host spot sooner. And I think once you become a super host, yeah, it does make sense to charge a little more than everybody else, because Turo essentially verifies you to guess that you are top of the line. And got 5-star reviews since we started, so
let's go.
We're on our way.
Let's go. And I think like in anything, you could be mediocre or you can be over the top, above and beyond. And this one right here, he be going above and beyond. We won't give y'all all the tips and the tricks, but there are things that you can do for your clients to make them feel like they get in first class top service. And that also helps to get you, your 5 stars. So, yeah.
If you do it, you think of ways. I don't know. Think about what you want when you're renting a car from somebody, and it helps.
Yeah.
Just last week, we had a guy that flew in privately to an airline that is not connected to MCO. I didn't even know this existed, but it's like a private parking lot for private planes. He flew in outside of that, but the Turo, the app doesn't allow you to pick a delivery spot that's not either Sanford Airport or MCO Airport, because those are the only 2 places that I choose to deliver to. But once we found out where he was, made some adjustments, drove an extra 10 minutes, and retrieved the car from the parking lot that he was at, not MCO's parking lot. And that's when you get the tap on the shoulder and says, next time I come to Orlando, I'll be looking for your car.
Yep. That's right. And that's what you want.
Works, yeah.
So in a month roughly, without doing anything as far as advertising and stuff like that, how much could you roughly make in a month?
I mean, I think it really depends upon, because there's a couple of different things that determine how much money you make. One is going to be the split that you give Turo. The larger of a split you give Turo, the more protection you have over your vehicle. Right now I'm on a 75-25 plan, so I get 75 of what a guest pays, 25% goes to Turo. Some people are on
Give me everything.
a 10%, 1090, where Turo only gets 10% and they get 90%. So it really depends on how you do that, but I love my vehicle, and if somebody tears it up, I need Turo to replace it in full. So that's why I chose the plan that I have. But realistically, I think you can easily make anywhere between, well, I won't say easily because it depends upon how much you booked. Just put it like this: in a month, we've made somewhere around $1,300, and that is profit. That is not having to fill up the gas tank. I have a membership to Mr. Car Wash, so $30 a month is all it takes for me to wash the car as many times as I've had to wash it over this month.
And now, even like when you first starting out, you don't have to necessarily have a membership at a car wash. If you feel like you want to wash your own car, by all means. But sometimes that can become a lot.
Yeah. So
if you do have that membership, it does help.
And for newer vehicles, because we had this revelation earlier, I just don't want to wait. But for newer vehicles, most dealerships are going to offer a free wash for your car, unlimited. So Audi will wash the car as often as I need them to wash the car if I got an hour to drive over there and have it
for free.
For free.
If you or if someone you know have been thinking about during Turo, you're just not quite sure about it, you're not comfortable, send them this video. Or if it's you, like this video. If you have any questions, write it down in the comments below. If you want to DM us on Instagram and ask questions there, you can do that at Keeping Up with the Parkers. And if it's something that you want to talk through, let us know. We'll be in contact with you guys about it, because at the end of the day, we trying to help ourselves, and why not help other people along the journey? So that is all. You want your tablet, baby? Okay. Tablet, please. Okay. Thank you for asking nicely. Thank you for coming to our TED Talk. We'll see y'all later.
That'll be $59.99.
$59.95. All right, y'all. Parker peeps, so we just made it to the airport and now we're looking for parking. So the clients that's coming in today at the airport, they are coming, they're porting in Terminal C. So we had to come to Garage C to find parking, because that's what it's going to be. Hopefully we can find parking quick, because this airport is ridiculous. If you live in Orlando, if you've ever flown to Orlando, you would know that the parking lot is just ridiculous. And I think we found the parking spot right here. So wherever the client is picking up the car from, the first thing that Babe does is take photos of the car and upload it to the app. Of course, taking photos of the car is very important, because you want to make sure that you cover yourself, to make sure that if the client did cause any damage to the car, you already have full proof of what the car looked like before they picked the car up. So he just finished taking photos of the outside of the car. So of course, what you do on the outside, you also do on the inside. So he's taking photos of inside the car as well. Look at my baby staying knocked out. His tablet's still on. He didn't even have the energy to turn it off. Let me turn it off. One of the things that I love about this business is it's contactless. So We don't even have to see each other in order to make this transaction. You simply park the car where you want to park it, and they come pick it up, and he have a drop box that he leave the key in, and he leave it on the door. So that's how they get into the car with the code. So you don't even have to engage with the person if you don't want to. I know some people, they drop the car off to the person, and then most of the time the person come pick the car up wherever the car is located. So this is really convenient. And then he's gonna get in the car with me, and we're gonna go back home. And this one just woke up from his little nap. You all right, baby? You just needed your blanket. Okay, go back to sleep. And just like that, we just dropped the car off, and it's a wrap. Be sure to check out our latest vlog right here, and we will see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.
Oh, the Parkers. We're the Parkers. Yeah. Keeping up with the Parkers.